Good morning, everyone. We are back to school again this morning. We've got some music class going on over here, and I have to catch it because it's really funny. This teacher has found a great way of getting these students to practice rhythm and figure these things out, and it's actually pretty cute. Tegan has 2 chopsticks and an ice cream bucket. And the teacher is teaching her right, left, right, left, right, left. Kato's into school, and Mr. Kieran, not there yet.
No.
Just shoving food down your gullet.
It starts in 9 minutes.
Nice. And you have something big tomorrow. What do you have?
An interview again.
But for reals this time. Well, although you didn't find out it was canceled until you walked in last time, right? So another job interview, which is great because he wants a job so bad. Time to start saving for a car and fun things like that. So hoping that it actually works out tomorrow, because this has been a disaster over and over again for him, including getting to the interview only to find out that it had been canceled. And it is not quite 9 in the morning and I'm starting supper. We've got onions and carrots, and over here we have a ginormous chuck roast. The recipe I'm going to use is a re-Drummond recipe for chuck roast. The only problem is that it is for a 3 to 5 pound roast, and I weighed this thing and it is over 8 pounds. So I have to figure out if it actually will need like double the baking time or not. So I'm gonna put it in now just to make sure that it's actually done around supper time. I love days where I can throw supper in the oven and have it done and don't have to worry about anything except for like potatoes or something later on. This is a huge roast. My concern is the amount of smoke filling up this room. And that pot is full, and that is a big pot. So this is a ginormous roast. Anyway, I'm gonna put the lid on and pop it in the oven, and supper is well on its way. So supper is ready, but the house is full of a hazy smoke. I'm trying to decide if it was worth it. This area here is especially bad. It's just hazy. So now, even though it's cold outside, I'm going to open a few windows to try and get this to air out a little bit, because it's thick in here and it's actually bothering my eyes almost as much as the onions did. Mr. Caden has been planning these waffles for quite a while, so he is down here making waffles. But his class starts in just a couple minutes. And so okay, 10 minutes to finish this off. We got this itty bitty waffle maker from Target when we were in the States a long time ago, it feels like.
I thought it was a Christmas gift.
It was in between our Panama trips when we lived with Grandma and Grandpa. I've decided to root garlic because I'm going to plant it in the flower bed out front. We have a major deer problem, so I am rooting them this way. I watched a YouTube video and this is how you do it. So it's just kind of just touching the water there and they'll start to sprout. With such a huge deer problem, I can only plant things that deter deer out there. And so I'm planting garlic, and surprise of all surprise, Addison noted that my little rhubarb plant actually survived the winter. I thought I had killed it, but that's going to go out there in the middle of the flower bed. And then I'm going to plant all of these little garlic around it. The rhubarb is looking pretty humble at the moment, but it had a lot of leaves to push through, but there it is. This flower bed is the one I'm talking about. It's just kind of a mess and ugly. Somebody got mail. And more mail. Oh wow, lots of mail. You got 2, Tiggy got 1. We got some dresses.
There's glue on the back.
It's reversible. Or
It is?
no, it's 2 dresses. You're really funny.
I got short.
2 shirts. More shorts. Pink ones. And Addie has some gray ones. What'd you get?
You got grease.
Grease for your keyboard?
Yeah.
Unicorn shirt.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, look at how bright that is. I love it.
Oh, that's
Oh, pretty.
shoes.
All right, the real question is, do they fit? Because ordering shoes online is a bit of a leap of faith. With the help of a shoehorn, we have one on. They're a little stiff, so if they do fit, they need
They have the glove thing in them.
If they do fit, they're going to need to be worn. Yeah, it's a little hard to fit your feet in with those in there, huh?
I know what we should call them. What we should call online shopping during COVID. COVID neglect. You don't know if it's gonna fit or not.
We don't. Our stairs have turned into a waterfall. And somebody keeps coming and laying in the waterfall. The roast is already done. Kaden and Tegan are just finishing off school. So Addie and I are just hanging out. She's watching some Doc McStuffin. I'm doing Spanish. And it's cold in here because I just noticed that the rain was coming through the window. The Awana ladies from Awana Club came to our door to give these girls their prizes. And that's so special and so sweet because we weren't even sure if we would see them again this year. What did you get, Addison?
I got a fun frisbee.
And you got a frisbee.
I got a cup.
You have wings full of jewels for every section that you completed. What is it, honey?
Oh, stop it.
Second book award. Addison, good job.
I finished my first one.
And Tegan. Tegan has earned the Excellence Award, which Bailey, Kieran, and Kaden have already earned from going to Awana Club and memorizing. Girls, I'm so proud of you. Getting a little help with the potatoes over here. And Kaden has moved on to making cinnamon bun waffles complete with cream cheese icing. He was offering them as snacks, but they have now turned into dessert.
Yep.
Just so I don't forget, here is the roast, the carrots, and the onions because I tend to forget once I get into the supper prep. Here it is, and it is super soft. It's definitely tender, and it's still juicy. We've got a big basket of Yorkshire pudding. These guys have already dished up mashed potatoes. And then the roast that I showed you earlier. And I made gravy because there was so much left in there to make gravy. So we're finished supper. Some of us may have eaten just a little bit too much because it's hard to resist when you have Yorkshire pudding and roast beef and all those yummy things. Kieran is over here finishing off dishes.
Hi.
And Clance and I are going to take the kids for a walk because I actually had supper done early and it's early enough to go for a walk. The sun is shining, it's gorgeous outside, and we need to get out there because I have to get back to do haircuts for this job interview tomorrow. So Mr. Boy over here needs to decide a hairstyle that he wants. We kind of know that we need to change the part for him, and then it's full on cut the hair. I'll have to take a before and after picture because I think it's going to make a huge difference because we're getting like job ready. So get a haircut and get a real job, Kieran.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a mass amount of hair that I just cut off this boy's head. Like serious haircut for him. Bailey's reminding me of that movie. You need to put your glasses on the outside of your hair. There you go.
Cousin It.
Your glasses are so dark that they're hard to see.
Look more alive like that.
I decided I needed some hot chocolate, and I don't use regular hot chocolate because it's too sweet, so I made my own. And Bailey was making a cappuccino, and I commented about how I wanted a frothy hot chocolate, so she just frothed my hot chocolate for me. It's got a nice froth on top of it, and it's so good. How are your cinnamon bun waffles, Kaden? Do they taste like cinnamon buns?
Kind of.
No, he should not put them in the toaster.
Yeah. Sandwich them.
Yeah.
Layer of duct tape.
Put them in an envelope. And on that note, I'm going to end today's vlog, and I'm going to go and I'm going to sip my hot chocolate and watch a show and figure out what I'm going to snack on before I go to bed because, you know, there's not much else to think about. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We'll see you soon.